Hey, WealthLab 8 users, Glitch here. Today we're going to talk about what's new in WealthLab 8 build 26 and 25. It's going to be a short one. There's only a couple of things to cover. And the first one is in build 25, we introduced an automatic update mechanism for WealthLab and its extensions. And it's integrated into the familiar area here in the homepage. If WealthLab 8 needs an update, you'll see it here at the top of the list, as well as any extensions that need to be updated. In this case, I have a mocked up kind of test version here that's pushing the build number out a couple for WealthLab and for this Russia extension. So that's why these are showing up here. But if you have extensions or WealthLab that needs to be updated, you'll see it here. Then you'll be able to check the boxes and then click Update the selected items, and it will go through, download the installs for the selected items, and then run through the setups, all on an automated basis, saving you a lot of time. Another good thing here is that if you scroll down, this will show you not only the extensions that you have installed, but also extensions that you don't have installed. So if you want to, for example, take advantage of Dr. Koch's Finantic indicators that have been introduced on the backtesting on the website, you can include that one as well as all of his other extensions here and all of our extensions that you don't have installed. Then click the button to get them updated. Okay, so next, the only major change here, besides a few minor bug fixes in build 26, is a change to the backtester. The genetic evolver actually uncovered a flaw in WealthLab's backtester, a very subtle flaw that was exposed by the random nature of the genetic evolver. One of our members, Darcy, published a strategy that had been generated by the evolver. It showed spectacular returns. Fortunately, we discovered that these returns were a bit spurious. They were due to this kind of subtle flaw that the genetic evolver uncovered. So what's going on here? Let's take a look. It has to do with strategies that issue multiple limit and stop exit orders for the same position. So for example, if you were manually creating a system, you wouldn't say, for example, okay, let me place an exit order to sell at 1% above the entry price. Oh, and then let me place another exit order to sell at 2% above the exit price. It doesn't make sense. Only the first limit at 1% above the exit price would get filled, and the second limit would not get filled. So you would never do something like that manually, but the random nature of our genetic evolver will try all different strange combinations, and it generated strategies that did exactly that and was causing some issues. I'm going to show this by running his strategy first in WealthLab 8 build 25. Okay, so here I am in build 25. We're going to go to the publish strategies and open up, and we are going to run it on the Dow 30. It's basic settings here. Let's go ahead and execute that, and here's our equity curve. Looks pretty good. Let's take a look at our signals. If we scroll down, we'll see we have some exits here. And this is what I was talking about for this Amgen position. There's one stop exit, but there are three limit exits. 1% below this Wilder MA, then 3% below the low, and 1% above the close. So it's got these weird exits that are all, just kind of randomly generated by these genes that have selected and mutated this result here. So let's run the same system in WealthLab 8 build 26 now. So here we are in build 26. Let's open up the volatility cruiser again and run it on the exact same data set. So you can see now the results are quite a bit more subdued than they were before. Our APR, or annualized ROI, we call it APR here in WealthLab 8, but I'm thinking of changing that. The ROI is kind of a more industry standard term, but the annualized return is 7% in build 26. In build 25, it is 26%. So this is the result of that flaw that I described. So basically what would happen is among these possible exits, the backtester would randomly select one of them to fill. So in some cases, maybe it would say, okay, well, we're going to fill using this exit at 269.40, and we're going to forget about these other ones. Even though the proper exit would have been this 253.84, because this is the lowest one that was closest to the price. So Amgen would have reached 253.84 before it reached 269.40. So in order to rectify this and have a more fair and accurate result, we are now pruning the signals in the backtester, just like we do in live trading. So the backtester will now eliminate superfluous limit and stop orders, resulting in this result here. If I go to my signals for Amgen, we will see that only the 253.84 limit was retained. So sorry about that, Darcy. I know it's a bit disheartening, but thank you for bringing this to light and allowing us to make the WealthLab backtester even better and more accurate for this admittedly somewhat unique situation that was uncovered by the evolver. So what else is in the works? As you noticed, we've been enhancing the WealthLab website with some major new features, the new strategy backtesting and the screener, and that is continuing. I'm working on another major new feature for the website, so it should be ready in a couple weeks. I'll be traveling to Egypt for the next couple weeks, so I'll be there, but still be working from there. So keep an eye out on new developments. So it should be pretty exciting when that's released. And until then, thanks for watching, everyone, and thanks for the support. See you all on the forums.